Welcome to Sports Bios, where we delve into the fascinating lives of athletic legends, and I'm your host, Howard Closewell. As we embark on this journey through the life of Walter Johnson, you'll discover a complex and intriguing individual, full of contradictions and surprises. Born on November 6, 1887, in Humboldt, Kansas, Walter Johnson grew up in a rural setting that would shape his values and inform his future success. His parents, Frank and Minnie Johnson, were Swedish immigrants who settled in the American heartland, seeking a better life for themselves and their children. The Johnson family's modest farm, with its rolling hills and vast open spaces, provided Walter with an idyllic childhood, filled with outdoor adventures and physical labor that would hone his strength and endurance. As he explored the Kansas countryside, Walter developed a deep appreciation for the land, the rhythms of nature, and the importance of hard work, values that would stay with him throughout his life. As a young boy, Walter was fascinated by sports, particularly baseball, which was rapidly gaining popularity across the United States in the late 19th century. He spent hours playing catch with his brother Earl, and developed a passion for pitching that would become an all-consuming force in his life. The early 20th century was a transformative time in American sports, with the rise of professional leagues, iconic ballparks, and legendary players like Cy Young and Christy Mathewson. Walter's childhood coincided with this golden age of baseball, and he was captivated by the stories of these heroes, whose exploits on the diamond inspired him to strive for greatness. But what drove Walter's fascination with baseball? Was it simply a love of the game, or was there something more at play? The wide-open spaces and physical labor of farm life instilled in him a strong work ethic and a sense of self-reliance, values that would serve him well on the baseball diamond. Walter's family moved to California when he was just a boy, settling in the Orange County town of Olinda, where his father worked as a farmer and an oil worker. This relocation had a profound impact on Walter's life, exposing him to new experiences, people, and opportunities that would broaden his horizons and fuel his ambition. At Fullerton Union High School, Walter excelled in multiple sports, including baseball, football, and track, demonstrating a natural athleticism that would serve him well throughout his career. The people and places that surrounded him during these formative years, his family, friends, coaches, and community, all played a significant role in shaping his values, ambitions, and eventual triumphs on the baseball diamond. One of the most influential figures in Walter's early life was his father, Frank Johnson. A hard-working man with a strong sense of discipline, Frank instilled in Walter the importance of perseverance and dedication. He taught Walter that success was not solely the result of natural ability, but rather the product of hard work and determination. These lessons would stay with Walter throughout his life, shaping his approach to baseball and beyond. It's here that Walter begins to develop the skills, the work ethic, and the mental toughness that would one day make him a legend of the game. And it's here that we see the emergence of a complex and intriguing individual, driven by a passion for baseball, a commitment to excellence, and an unwavering dedication to his craft. But what lies ahead for Walter Johnson? How will he navigate the challenges of professional baseball, and what will be the defining moments of his career? As Walter Johnson's baseball career continued to unfold like a rich tapestry, he found himself at the forefront of a new era in American sports, an era marked by unprecedented change and upheaval. The early 20th century was a time of great transformation, as the country transitioned from a rural to an urban society, and baseball was no exception. The game was evolving at a dizzying pace, with new teams, new players, and innovative strategies emerging all the time. Walter, with his exceptional talent, strong work ethic, and unwavering dedication, was perfectly positioned to take advantage of these changes. In 1907, at the tender age of 19, Walter began his professional baseball career with the Weiser Kids, a minor league team in Idaho. It was here that he developed his signature pitching style, which would come to be known as the fastball. Walter's fastball was unlike anything anyone had seen before. It was fast, precise, and seemingly unhittable. He quickly made a name for himself in the minor leagues, striking out batter after batter with his devastating pitch. The crack of the bat, the smell of fresh-cut grass, and the roar of the crowd all combined to create an intoxicating atmosphere that Walter thrived in. As news of Walter's talents spread like wildfire, he began to attract attention from major league teams. In 1907, he was signed by the Washington Senators, who were looking to bolster their pitching staff. Walter made his major league debut on August 2, 1907, against the Detroit Tigers. He pitched a complete game, striking out 9 batters and allowing just 4 hits. The Senators won the game 3-2, and Walter had announced his arrival in the big leagues with a flourish. The crowd erupted in cheers as Walter walked off the mound, his chest heaving with exhaustion, his eyes ablaze with determination. Over the next few years, Walter established himself as one of the top pitchers in the major leagues. He led the American League in strikeouts 6 times between 1910 and 1921 and was named to multiple All-Star teams. His fastball remained his most potent weapon, but he also developed a range of other pitches, including a curveball and a changeup. Walter's pitching style was characterized by his smooth delivery, pinpoint control, and an uncanny ability to read the minds of opposing batters. He was a master strategist, always thinking 2 steps ahead of his opponents. One of the most significant events of Walter's career came on July 18, 1913, when he pitched a 1-0 shutout against the Philadelphia Athletics. The game was played in front of a crowd of over 10,000 fans at Sheeb Park in Philadelphia, and it marked one of the greatest pitching performances of the era. Walter struck out 11 batters, including the great home run Baker, who would go on to become one of the most feared hitters in baseball. Walter's success on the mound was not limited to his individual achievements. He also played a key role in the Senators' success as a team. In 1913, the Senators won the American League pennant, thanks in large part to Walter's dominant pitching. They went on to lose the World Series to the Philadelphia Athletics, but Walter's performance had cemented his status as one of the top pitchers in baseball. The Senators' manager, Clark Griffith, praised Walter's contributions, saying, "Walter is the backbone of our team. He's a true leader, and his pitching has been instrumental in our success." As the years passed, Walter continued to dominate on the mound, earning the respect and admiration of his peers. He was known for his intense competitiveness, his strong work ethic, and his unwavering dedication to his craft. "I pitch with my heart, not just my arm," he once said. "When I'm out there on the mound, I give it everything I've got." This approach served him well as he went on to become one of the most successful pitchers in baseball history. In 1918, Walter enlisted in the United States Navy, serving during World War I. He was stationed at the Norfolk Naval Base in Virginia, where he played baseball for the naval team. Although his time in the service was relatively short, it had a profound impact on him. "It taught me discipline and teamwork," he later said. "I learned that there's more to life than just individual achievement." Walter's experience in the Navy broadened his perspective, teaching him valuable lessons about sacrifice, duty, and camaraderie. After the war, Walter returned to baseball, picking up right where he left off. He continued to pitch at an elite level, leading the Senators to another American League pennant in 1924. Although they lost the World Series to the New York Giants, Walter's performance had been outstanding, and he was named the American League Most Valuable Player. As the 1920s drew to a close, Walter began to think about his legacy. He knew that he had accomplished something special, but he also knew that there was still more to achieve. "I want to be remembered as one of the greatest pitchers in baseball history," he said. "I want people to remember my name and to associate it with excellence." With his remarkable career still ongoing, Walter Johnson was well on his way to achieving that goal. His name would become synonymous with greatness, his pitching exploits etched into the annals of baseball history forever. As the 1920s drew to a close, Johnson's pitching arm, once a formidable force on the mound, began to show signs of wear and tear. The velocity that had once left batters bewildered now seemed to be waning, and the control that had been his hallmark began to falter. Yet, even as his body betrayed him, Johnson's mind remained sharp, his strategic acumen and wealth of experience allowing him to adapt and evolve as a player. He pitched for several more seasons, earning numerous accolades and cementing his status as one of the greatest pitchers in baseball history. This transition from player to mentor was a seamless one, as he brought his vast knowledge and expertise to bear on a new generation of players. His ability to communicate complex concepts with clarity and precision made him an invaluable asset to the team, and his dedication to the craft inspired countless young players to strive for excellence. As Johnson navigated this new role, he found himself grappling with the challenges of teaching and mentoring rather than simply relying on his own physical prowess. This shift in focus allowed him to tap into a deeper sense of purpose and meaning as he sought to impart his wisdom and experience to others. In 1936, he was elected into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility, with an overwhelming 83.6% of the vote. This recognition was a fitting tribute to a career marked by incredible achievements and unwavering dedication. As Johnson himself once said, "I have been blessed with a gift, and I have tried to use it to the best of my ability." His humility and graciousness in the face of such accolades only added to his reputation as a true baseball legend. But even as Johnson basked in the glow of these tributes, he was not immune to the ravages of time. His health began to decline, as he suffered from a variety of ailments, including diabetes and heart disease, which gradually took their toll on his body. Despite these challenges, he remained actively engaged with the baseball community, attending games and sharing his insights with fans and players alike. And so, on December 10, 1946, Walter Johnson passed away at the age of 59, leaving behind a legacy that would continue to inspire generations of baseball enthusiasts. His impact on the game extends far beyond his own playing days, with countless young players drawing inspiration from his example. Through his story, we see the transformative power of sports to inspire, to uplift, and to bring people together in a shared love of the game. As I sit here, reflecting on the life and times of Walter Johnson, I am struck by the profound impact that he had on the game of baseball. His was a career marked by incredible achievements, but also by humility, dedication, and a passion for the craft. He reminds us that true greatness is not just about individual achievement, but about the positive impact we can have on others. Whether it is through sports or through other pursuits, we all have the power to inspire and motivate others, just as Walter Johnson did throughout his remarkable career. In conclusion, Walter Johnson's story serves as a powerful reminder of the enduring appeal of baseball and the transformative power of sports to inspire and uplift us. That's all for today's Sports Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Howard Closewell, reminding you to keep shooting for your goals.